Hello, good afternoon. This video is about part 3, The Fire Dragon of the epic Beowulf. By the way, what is an epic? According to my research, an epic is a film, poem, or book that is long and contains a lot of action and is usually dealing with a historical subject. Here are a few examples of famous epics. First and foremost in my list is, of course, Beowulf, the warrior, wherein Beowulf is the epic hero. Then I have here Sir Gawain and the Green Knight, wherein Sir Gawain is the epic hero. Then my third example is the Iliad, wherein Achilles is the epic hero. By the way, again, what is an epic hero? An epic hero is the main character of an epic poem that tells the story of a grand quest. An epic hero uses extraordinary or superhuman abilities to achieve great things, and an epic hero is the protagonist or main character in literature. For example, we have the epic hero Beowulf. Then another epic hero, Sir Gawain. And my third and last example of an epic hero, we have Achilles. Going back to Beowulf, which this video is all about, how did it start? Well, when I researched about it, I found out that it is the earliest existing Anglo-Saxon epic poem with an estimated date of composition between 700 and 750 AD. It was not written down because most people during the Anglo-Saxon era were illiterate. It was rather memorized and recited for audiences by tale singers and considered a part of the oral tradition. Furthermore, the poem takes place in different parts of Scandinavia over the course of the 6th century CE. And while the poem's protagonist and his deeds are legendary, historical figures and events are also described. And finally, several characters mentioned in the poem also appear in other Old English or Scandinavian sources. What are the highlights in part 3 of this famous epic Beowulf? Part 3 starts by showing that Beowulf is old. He has ruled for 50 years. Meanwhile, there is this huge dragon that lives in a headland nearby. Then one time, a stranger steals one goblet and a heap of rings from the dragon's treasure collection. The dragon is enraged and goes out from its lair in the headland to look for the thief. It flies over Beowulf's kingdom, terrifying the people. In his kingdom, Beowulf prepares to fight the dragon. Then he, together with Wiglaf and 11 men, go to the dragon's lair. The then sleeping dragon wakes up while they were there. Quite terrified, the 11 men who went with Beowulf and Wiglaf run away to hide. And then Beowulf and Wiglaf fight the dragon by themselves. They hit the dragon, but it bites Beowulf before it falls down. Then it dies. However, Beowulf is seriously wounded. Beowulf is badly hurt. Then he says some last wise words to Wiglaf. And then Beowulf dies. In the kingdom, the people mourn their great king. Beowulf's body is burned as the whole nation mourns. But in the end, Wiglaf decides to not follow Beowulf's last wish of giving away the dragon's treasure to the people. Instead, these worldly things which he considers as cursed are buried. That was the summary that I made for part 3. And now, here is my character analysis of Beowulf and Wiglaf. They are cousins. This epic's part 3 happens 50 years after. Beowulf, the wise king, is already old and is seemingly not as boastful as he was when he was younger. I believe that Beowulf's character in part 3 is dynamic. He used to be strong and mighty when he was young, but with those positive traits, he was also super proud and boastful. In this third part, he is old and has served 50 years as the king. Through the years, he has become less and less strong and mighty, and so has his being proud and boastful. On the other hand, I believe that Wiglaf's character here is static. Throughout the entire story, he has been loyal and courageous, and he shows his loyalty to Beowulf up to the end. Here are 5 examples of alliteration in part 3. Number 1. But stripped and bare, yet splendid still, he hoped. Line 9. Number 2. And upon it a burial mound blocked with barriers. Line 14. Number 3. Coiled in slumber, boldly, cunningly crept in. Line 18. Number 4. Graven with weird imagery, golden goblets. Line 21. And number 5. Twilight foe, fiery flyer in darkness. Line 28. Here are 5 examples of canning. Number 1. Wings of fire, very powerful, massive wings. Number 2. Candle of the world, the sun. Number 3. Gift throne, the kingdom. Number 4. Battle knife, sword. And the last one, number 5, ruler of men, king. Here are some insights that I got from part 3. I think the following characters are representations of some things in the world, like the dragon, all the evil; Beowulf, all the good; then the treasure, all the temptations; Wiglaf, each good person's conscience; the 11 coward warriors, each evil person's conscience; the mound after Beowulf's death, a reminder for all to be good. Furthermore, I believe that the significant human experience depicted here are aging. Beowulf has grown old. Materialism. The stranger steals from the dragon. Love. Beowulf loves his people and is always ready to defend them even in his old age. Wiglaf loves Beowulf that he is ready to die for him. Fear. The 11 warriors hide, leaving Beowulf and Wiglaf to fight the dragon without them. Death. Beowulf dies after the dragon bit him. And I believe that we can relate such to the circumstances today by means of symbolism. The dragon, Satan; Beowulf, God. Wiglaf, guardian angel; 11 coward warriors, the souls in purgatory who need prayers; the treasure, sin; the headland, the gateway to hell; the mound, the gateway to heaven. Lastly, the societal issues indirectly depicted here can be gender inequality. Typically, it is best to have a man as an epic hero, but Beowulf is not like many other epics with men as their respective heroes, but have women with special roles in them. And the second and final one, poverty. Most of the people in this epic are poor. Hence, in this third part, a stranger is tempted to steal from the dragon's prized treasure, causing its extreme anger. That's the end of my video. Thank you for watching. Bye!